Yeah, guys, you probably knew this. If you haven't noticed, I did not post any saying that I'm going to see this movie, mainly because I do not want one of those, ridiculous scams, where they send me a link and shit like that to the movie that I recently saw, but, let's just not get into that. But yeah, I know I meant to do a video on this movie yesterday, but I did not get the chance to. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to talk about it. So, anyways, let's get into it. Welcome to another episode of After I Saw, and that is going to be on the new King Kong film, Kong Skull Island. Which, when I went to go see the movie, they gave out posters for free, so I happened to get a poster of this movie. I'm not sure if I want to put this on my wall or not. I mean, I'm still going to keep the poster, but, I mean, I might put this on my wall, but there's just a lot more stuff that I really want to put on my wall. So pretty much, yeah. I also got one of those Regal IMAX ticket things. I saw it in IMAX 3D. So Kong Skull Island is where you got a group of people, including John Goodman, Samuel Jackson, and they're going to Skull Island to discover creatures and stuff like that. Until they notice that you got this giant ape, of course, called Kong, and of course, they crash land and try to escape Skull Island. They run into John C. Riley with a bunch of other people that I wouldn't say are Indians per se, but it's not Kong that they have to deal with. They have to also deal with a bunch of other creatures, like this ginormous long leg spider and this log bug and creatures, lizards and stuff like that. But basically, just like the Godzilla film, Kong is actually not the bad guy. No, he's you see, but it's pretty much. I'm just gonna stop right there because pretty much that's basically all I need to talk about this film. Now, granted, I was looking forward to this movie, wasn't 100% sure. I really did like the new Godzilla from 2014. I thought it was so much better than the 1998 film. And for Kong Skull Island, I kind of liked it more than Peter Jackson's King Kong. I kind of did. I thought this was a very well done movie. It's not a perfect movie. There are flaws in this movie. Like, not a whole lot of flaws, but the main flaws are basically characters. There isn't a lot of characters that I should be rooting for in this movie. In fact, I think a lot of the characters that were spoiler warning, by the way. I think a lot of the characters just die way too much in this movie. Like there are just too many good actors that just get killed off one by one in this movie. Not all of them, but I'm not gonna spoil who dies in the movie. But one thing that really surprised me was it is disturbing. There are some bloody scenes. Like there's this one scene where there's these bird things that take this guy and they just tear his arm off. But it's in like a dark. You see the birds and the person is dark, and they just rip his arm off. That was really screwed up, and there was this one scene where this lizard just devours a man, and just blood just comes out, and it is a pretty disturbing movie. And issues for the film, I just gotta say that a lot of the characters weren't interesting that much. Like script and dialogue just didn't really fit very well into this movie. But I can say one of the best things about this movie, at least in my opinion, I thought Samuel L. Jackson did a really phenomenal job. Well, not phenomenal. I mean, this is definitely not one of his best roles, but I can say it's definitely a hell of a lot better than Cell. Way better than Cell. As well as John Goodman, I didn't really care about his character that much, but hey, you got a good cast in this movie. This movie, Kong himself steals the show, and unlike the new Godzilla, you do see Kong a lot in this movie. You see him like more than 50% actually. Like the first 20 minutes of the movie, it just it really picks up after the 20 minutes in the beginning are over until, like when we actually get to Skull Island. It actually, like, there are designs in this movie, like in the backgrounds, they just look so amazing and so incredible. They are breathtaking to look at, and Kong himself definitely kicked a lot of ass. I wanted him fighting monsters and stuff like that, and that's exactly what I got. This is probably the best King Kong film, one of the best Kong films, and I am really glad that this film didn't disappoint me. It's not a perfect movie, like I said before. It has issues. A lot of the characters aren't really that memorable. But mainly what really made this film well is Kong himself. He definitely steals the show, and the creatures, the designs in this movie are absolutely incredible looking. It is a very well shot movie, and it's very well paced. And I will say, guys, I'm gonna give the movie a 4 out of 5. While I will say I didn't like this movie as much as the new Godzilla film. Yes, I know Godzilla isn't in the new Godzilla movie that much in the, but I don't know what it is, but I just like that movie just a little bit more. I thought it was a little bit more well directed. But hey, Kong Skull Island, I still had a pretty fun time. I had more of a fun time than I thought it would. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will have my review for Beauty and the Beast this weekend. I'm going to be seeing it with my friend Caleb Kleinstraw. So yeah, anyways, that is it for this video, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.